lost in battle, and God laid him out. There's been people that, and when I think about where God's never lost none, I always think about my nephew. He came home from Iraq and was in a car wreck in the wintertime before he got saved. And he wasn't even saved. And God said, I ran on the just and unjust. God knew that boy wasn't saved. He knew his mama was praying for him to get saved. He got in a severe car wreck. He just got home from Iraq, the war in Iraq. He got home and he got to where he was doing a lot of drinking. That kind of happens when you come out of war. Drugs and drinking. Especially if you don't know Jesus. They don't know which way to turn. They turn to the quickest thing that will comfort that mind, that heart, and that don't comfort. It just numbs it for a little while. And late one Saturday night, that boy got in a car wreck. Flipped his pickup truck. And it threw him about 50 feet out into the woods. They looked for him and looked for him. They were fixing to give up the search because they couldn't find him. They couldn't find him. And one officer said, let me scan this area one more time. We can't find him. And out of the darkness, he shined his light out in the field. And all of a sudden he saw his hand slip up like this. Just like that. He said, I see him, I found him. Now guess what? My nephew stayed in a coma about 2 months. He didn't even know he raised his hand. I said, he did raise his hand. God did. God did. They saw him raise his hand. He's in the field with his hand up. Officer said, we found him. I went and got him. See, God knew where that boy was. He did. He's never lost a soul. He knows where every man, woman, boy, and girl on the planet is right now at this time. Amen. He knows. And he knows who's going to call upon his name and who's not. But he never stops bidding them, come home. Amen. Come home. Amen. Come home. Amen. He will bid. I believe God is such a wonderful God that he goes to the last breath of the human being to draw them into salvation. I believe he'll go to their deathbed, the very last breath. Yeah. And I believe he's there where we can't see him. Please, child, please, 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 don't die like this. I'll give you life, please. I believe he brings them. Please, amen. Child. Amen. Please. And some of them in a comatose state will still say no. No. And they'll slip off into eternity. And God's heart breaks. Why? Why? There's people sitting in this church today that you know that you're not right with God. And you're trying to hang on to every day you can, not knowing today might be your last day. So would you stand and bow your head and close your eyes?